Welcome to the Soft Vikings, a quest for meaning, purpose, and loyalty, and some love.
Some love.
I'm John, the Hopless Son.
I'm Eric, the tyrant.
Yeah. How's the tyrant today?
Well, he's good.
Yeah.
He's done his morning program. So then
Yeah.
he's happy and he feel that he has some moral high ground that he can look down on all the others.
That's why the tyrant has to get up early in the morning to be above some of the sleepy heads.
Yeah. If not, it's a hard work to be a tyrant. It's underestimated how much effort you have to put into it.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's true. Because if you're a lazy tyrant, you don't last long usually.
Yeah.
And they're like,
that's
how are you going to yell at people?
Yeah, but it's two dimension. One is to stay as a tyrant, and the other one is like how much you put into your tyranny.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
If
you're not bothering people, you're not a tyrant. That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
You're gonna have to do the tyrant thing. Do as I say.
Yeah.
Or else you're just not the tyrant. Then you're something else.
So it's maybe more that you have some ammunition as a tyrant.
Yeah, of course you need ammunition.
Yeah, that you get up in the morning, you do all your shit, so you come out and, okay, guys, now I can shoot at you because I've done all the shit you haven't, so I can. But most tyrants, they don't practice what they want the other people to do. Not necessarily.
That's not the point. Is usually to not do what they say.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate flex. It's like you have to do it, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
I tell you what to do.
Yeah. So in that terms, my tyranny is not a very not a very high level. It's
well, it depends what we're talking about. But as for today's topic, how to use the body, then you do practice what you preach. So that's
then I'm consistent.
Then you're not so you don't qualify as a tyrant. Then you're more like a leader or a role model when it comes to the physical work because you do it yourself. That kind of is required.
Yeah. No, but the reason we do this podcast is to try to improve and be a better person and get hold of the strong and true qualities we all have, and be able to ride off your lower self and sacrifice that as many times as you can in pursuit of becoming more aligned with your higher self. So in that way, I'm doing some progress.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also use it, if you do a lot of good things, you can use it to blame others or try to elevate yourself.
That's possible.
If you do all that work, you don't need that. That's a very deep learning. If you do all this, on yourself, you don't feel so much for putting others down or making too much of it. It's like it stands for itself.
As they say, that there is very few haters that hate down.
Yes.
Because why bother?
Yes.
If I'm better at running 100 meters than you, well, I'm not gonna shit on you. I'm gonna just beat you in the race and be nice. There's no need.
Yeah, but you hate those that are bigger than you and that they're beating you, or that's
it's the human thing to
manage more than you, or
it's very genius in one way because you can't beat the person in the race.
No.
But you can always make him look like shit.
Yes.
And then you kind of win.
And get
It's
the
a
others
small
against
victory.
them. Yeah.
So it's kind of brilliant.
And then on the other side, if you are, doing the things,
Make him quit.
then you shouldn't bother about all the people that talking shit about you.
And, but it's easy to get caught up in like social media. If you start paying attention, it's just so attuned to grab your whole system to like, I like more people to like me. I don't want people to hate me.
But it's very human, and I don't know if that's a personal trait or how it differentiates between persons. But of course, I want to be liked, but not that much, and not for every price.
No.
So
differences.
That's the tyrant model. I don't know to be liked. I love to be feared.
That's the tyrant mode.
Yeah.
Of course, it's usually more reliable.
Yeah. Yes.
Consistency is
more
an
stable.
issue with being loved. It's
a sweaty thing.
Sometimes they have a bad day. They don't love you.
Yeah.
They fear you every day.
Yeah.
Cold sweat.
Yes.
No, I mean, to be on a personal level, I still have some fear of you sometimes. I'm like,
it still works.
No, it's like from when I was little. Sometimes when I like hear your voice or something, I'm like, like a jolt.
Yeah.
It kind of lingers.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you do the right things. It just create a reaction, and then the protest come.
Yeah, you could probably say that. I built up a resistance, thick skin, but there's a reason for the thick skin.
Yeah.
So there still is like it's a little prick, needle
but
prick.
we hope that we can move into a different type of dialogue, and that it can be real, both ways, and that we can learn from each other, and not this reactive response. Sometimes you're just sacrificing yourself in that response, because in protest you do the opposite, or you neglect, or whatever. There's a lot of reactions there that maybe is not so good.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue talking about the body. Are we nobody or somebody? Whatever, we have a body, and we treat our body sometimes that it's like nobody, or it's actually not our body, because if I will do things to others that I do to my own body, I guess I will be put in jail, because sometimes we really, do hurtful thing to ourselves that is illegal to do to others.
Yeah, and in society you can usually get away with doing bad things to yourself.
Yes,
to a point. They can still put you in like a crazy house.
Yeah, but the drugs you cannot put in yourself. That's illegal.
Sure, but usually the punishment for you doing it to yourself is much lower than selling drugs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they try to, move the punishment away from the user. But
like
traditionally, it's been illegal to use the drugs, right? So that they're softening up. But still, it's illegal to use a lot of drugs. So the act of using it, they can punish.
True.
Yeah. But there are a lot of other things that are really destroying you. They don't punish at all. Overeating, they don't punish.
I mean, most things.
Smoking, they don't punish.
It's just regulated to an extent. But that's a freedom question
and that's
as well,
good.
right?
We love that. But the point here is that we do a lot of shit to our own body.
So you should take care of it so you can do more stupid things.
In a way, yeah.
So if you have a good base, you can
you can really
skate around.
Yeah. But then I will say that if you do really, take care of your body, it's something happens also to your moral and your ethic base. That's my postulate, right or wrong.
It's hard to deny, and the brain works better when you move.
And also an interesting thing is that in a way we're going to talk about how to conserve your body or take care of it, right? It's like playing with the word here. But to conserve, then you are conservative. So in a way, to take care of your body are now also being politicized. So because if you do it yourself then in a way you are proving some agency. You are proving that it's possible to take good personal choices and that you can change things yourself. And that is very in opposition to the other narrative, that is that it's the system that's wrong. It's not you. You're perfect. And it's all this, it's the capitalism. It's.
I don't think they argue perfection. They argue that there is no difference.
There's no difference.
Which is, it's how to remove any kind of standard.
Yeah,
right? Because then you have measurement.
It's the pollution in the air. It's too much carbon dioxide. It's all these things that you are a victim of.
But your own body, nobody else but you can. If you could hire a personal trainer to work out for you,
yes,
those people would be rich.
Yeah.
Filthy.
So everybody that looks
Doesn't
more
work.
than 20 seconds into this, they say that bodily workout or training or whatever it's the most potent helper for your health that you can get.
Yeah, I think we covered that last time a little bit.
So we don't go there, but now we shall go into reality,
which is an interesting place because that's real.
Yes. And I will throw out that you, John, are neglecting your body in many, many dimensions.
I could definitely pay more attention, to say it that way.
And the way we're going to do it here is that today we're going to, try to establish some sort of a self-report, how are our body doing and what's our praxis or lack of praxis. And then maybe we also should, do some monitoring, more like blood work and tests, so we can see the starting point.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yes.
That's the practical aspect. We'll get to that. But I would like to talk about that, which is, I think, a very important aspect of using your body. It's, like it or not, it's governed by the head, and that's motivation.
Yes.
And in a free society, you have to make the choice to go to the gym or whatever you do, right?
Yeah.
Yourself. Nobody's making you.
No.
There's no corporate workout before you start working, like in Japan or something.
Yeah, not in the West.
You just have to do
some
it.
companies try, but
It's hard.
It doesn't fly.
But in Toyota, every morning you have your workout.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
No.
And in a way, that's nice. Because
in a way, that's the paradox that gives freedom.
That is the thing, and restraints and everything like that. Like less choice gives more room for creativity.
Yes,
because you don't have to.
Yeah,
that's why people who've been in prison too long, they miss it because you didn't have to make choices.
Yes,
it's a very pleasant thing
in a way.
Yeah, it removes all your doubt and energy spent.
Yeah, but it also capitalizes on our deep need for freedom.
I think the need for freedom is felt much strongly by a few,
Yes.
but a lot of people, they don't like that freedom because it requires so much decision making.
Yep.
Because then you can make
Yeah,
wrong
and
choice.
and it also throw responsibility up on
That
yourself.
too, then it's your fault.
Yes.
And that's a hard pill to swallow when
Yes.
you fuck up and you have nobody to blame but
Yes.
yourself.
But at the end of the day, when you don't do the body work, you will pay the bill yourself.
Sure. Nobody else will take that for you. But to just go through the motivation thing here, which I think the most important thing is that it's to like be in the zone of. It's hard, but not too hard to accomplish, right?
Yeah,
so you being in that small zone of I'm challenging myself, but I can succeed.
Yeah, small steps with some progress.
Yeah, you're pushing the boundary. But if you go too far, you lose motivation because you fail.
Yeah, you fail or you can get injured or it's a lot of shit happens. So
Negative, and then it kind of stops the
I
whole
think
thing.
this whole podcast also is tapping into another source of motivation, and that is commitment.
Yeah, then you then you have the Toyota workout in the morning. You have no choice.
No, you have no choice because you committed and you publicly. So you're playing against. So if you don't do it, you will not only be ashamed towards yourself, which at the end of the day is the biggest motivation. That you are connected with yourself and you in a way stand up to your own promises, but you will also fail in the eyes of the others, which is can be very motivating. Maybe it's more like a wipe than a carrot, but still.
You need the whip and
You
carrot
need a whip,
for sure.
Wipe.
The wipes is more like drying your tears.
Yeah.
Might be a good analogy. Dry your tears, so there's sun.
Yeah. That's the new motivation.
After the whipping.
Yeah, but that's the motivation of being a victim. That's the whip.
The wipe or the carrot. The wipe or the cake.
Yeah, the wipe or the cake. Yeah,
it's the new, the new dawn of motivation.
The new.
Do you want to cry or want to eat?
Concept. Yes.
No.
But that you can do simultaneously.
You can cry and eat. Yeah, maybe it's a little tough, but if you,
No,
cry.
I think crying. If you really cry, that triumphs everything. That's
kind of hard to eat then.
Yeah, then it's the only thing you do.
No, that's interesting because, like, people are usually one of two things.
Yes.
When they are depressed or sad or crying,
yes,
they either eat or don't eat.
Yes.
And I'm like, I lose my appetite if I'm depressed.
So it's very linked to the eating, yes.
And some people
overeat to compensate, yes.
So I don't know. It's very.
I don't
weird.
know if it's depend on how you're fed when you was a little kid. If you get enough breast milk, or
that's a very good question.
So because that's like the ultimate
anything.
security that you're back to that position. In the
know.
womb, you were fed.
Then in the womb you have a connection, like you're linked up to the placenta. You will get food all the time whenever you need.
We will never have. I mean, those days are gone.
Well, we got IV drips now,
yes.
So you can mimic.
You can.
Well, you can hook yourself up to.
In that sense,
like a constant feeding.
Be in the womb.
Maybe that's the future. We all make our rooms like a womb and you lie there. No, but the body needs to work.
The body needs work, and today you are 42 years old, John.
That's correct.
You should be in your prime physically. The decline has started, I guess, in some senses. I mean, the age decline, not your personal, but
no, I mean, I'm
what
not
is
getting
the
younger.
prime? The prime muscle-wise is like mid-20s.
Well, depends what you're talking about.
Yes, like
There's
maximum.
differences.
Yes. Endurance,
in,
you can say the prime maybe is like depend how much you train or whatever. It's like early 30s.
Well, if you look like at, for example, the esports, like electronic, like gamers,
Yeah, but
they
that's-
are at their peak when they're like 17.
Yeah, but that's
Maybe because
purely
it's
reaction.
Yeah, that's physical.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, of
reaction
course.
speed.
Yeah.
So reaction speeds goes down.
Yes.
Reflexing maybe goes down.
Yes.
But if you look like at the best heavyweight boxers, they are never 17, 19, 20. They are more closer to 40.
Because it's a lot of
Muscle
experience. Yeah, muscle mass.
Become bigger.
But also experience.
Yeah, somewhat. But it's more like there's something with
You think
the
that's
muscles.
purely physical?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that. And
So
then
that's-
also
so
in
it depends.
endurance, athletes can
take time.
have their peak pretty late or stay at the
Stay
top late or
So-
long.
So I heard.
So the explosive muscles are the first that goes. The reaction and the explosivity. So
no,
if-
like I learned from Ice Cube.
yes,
Um,
Ice
that-
Cube.
Yeah, it's like the rapper, artist,
Okay,
actor
I got it.
in America,
Yeah.
and they are starting this new basketball league kind of
Yes.
thing. I think it's just 3-on-3.
Yes, instead of 5-on-5,
Yeah.
same size of the.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so I won't go into the details. But what he said, the point there was that some of these older guys, skill-wise and physically, they are extremely good.
Yes.
What they can't do is have a match every 3 days,
They need more restitution.
9 days, 9 months a year, 10 months a year. They can't do that. They need to recuperate.
Yes.
So that thing is, with age, you can still perform at the elite level, but you take longer to recuperate.
Yes.
Takes longer to get back
Yeah.
after an injury.
You need more
whatever.
rest.
You need more rest. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I think with age, you take longer to heal.
Yeah, that's Ronaldo, the football soccer player.
Yeah.
He's been very aware of that all the time. That start to learn, how to, and that's one of the big,
Then you can be the pro best for a long time.
big, knowledge or learning from the last 20 years, 30 years, that really focusing on the time between
Yeah.
the
What do you do after?
restitution. It's
Yeah.
all about restitution. I feel that myself also, that I need more restitution. But you're 42, so you are, entropy is taking you also, taking its toll. But physically, you should be in a much better position than me. I'm 68.
Yeah.
Are you that in a better position than me?
Depends what you would do, I guess.
Yeah, but like an overall, if you should be.
Well, I'm not in my best shape, but I'm not in my worst shape either. So I'm like
No,
Yeah,
you're not obese.
no. I was like,
Let's start.
from 1 to
okay.
10, I'm maybe at my potential. I'm maybe like a 3,
Yes, I would say so.
but I'm not like a 1.
No. But
And
you're
compared
on a
to many
3.
people, I could.
Yeah, but
So it's like,
I
how do
think
you
we
measure
should-
those things?
We should compare to ourselves. That's like how we do it in this podcast, right? Of course, you can compare to me, but that's only for inspiration. But at the end of the day,
Yeah. So you first compare to yourself, and me.
yeah.
No. So I'm at a good before. If you do the before and after
Yes.
start,
Yes.
I'm at the,
Yeah, but it's
the
a-
before point.
Yeah.
for sure.
But from the outside, you have a good gene base. You are lean.
Sure.
You are always been very strong.
And that's
And you're not like over muscle, but you have like lean, strong muscles. You always had endurance.
And this
And
is
also some, hardness in your body, resistant. You can take a hit.
can take some pain.
Yes.
And this is probably in part one part is of course your genes,
Yes.
how you're born. Other part is how you what you do when you're a child to a certain age. Because this is
You got some basic training.
If like this is why being an obese child is kind of the worst abuse you can do, because
You can never
you don't
recover.
get those
You
muscle
don't
cells.
get the base. You
No,
never get
they
the
will
base.
never come.
Yeah.
They're gone forever.
So you don't have the potential to really do a comeback.
Exactly. And since I did so much different activities from a very young age until I was quite old,
Until you could
then you have the base,
resist.
and it's always there.
Yeah, that's the blessing. So
I
you have a foundation, gene-wise and also training-wise, because you were
blessing.
pretty active until you were like 15, 16-ish.
That's bullshit. Until after the army.
Yeah,
And
okay,
18, 19.
Yeah, 18, 19.
But
okay,
you
we
like
stretch
to
it there.
make it.
No, but that's fair. Let's. I'm just wanted to be as realistic as possible and not. Not
but I was super active for that
making
while.
it too rosy. But I think we can agree on. Sorry.
Probably my best shape I was when I was like 18.
Probably.
Like endurance wise, maybe.
Yeah.
Not strength wise.
Yeah, because your soccer training, you were pretty consistent on that. And you were quite a good.
So I have a benchmark, which is kind of hard to match, though, is on hang-ups or pull-ups.
Yes.
Because
you were doing
in the basement of where when we lived together from when I was in high school, 15 to 18, there was a beam. Outside my room.
Yes.
And then whenever you walk by, you do your hang-ups.
Yes.
And that's a great. I love that exercise because it doesn't take any time.
No.
And you don't start sweating and stuff, but you do the max. You max out every time.
Yeah.
So in high school there at the end, I had like 27 or something.
That's a good number.
Crazy number.
So let's put that number down.
I almost failed in the physical.
Yes. Let's put that number.
The discipline, but I probably won't get that. I've been close not that long ago.
Pull-up is a very good benchmark for some important, status of the strength in your body. But after that, you've been through a lot of things, as we all have, but you haven't been training consistently since last 20 years, 22 years.
No, not like consistently, no.
From the outside, what I can see is that when we do skiing, for instance, you have most of the skills there. You have the flexibility, you have the moves, you can do the speed. But skiing is a lot of technique. But you have to have physics also. But my hypothesis is that you are, I think it's easy, not easy, but I think you, with the base and the genes, you will have a very interesting learning, or not learning curve, but improvement curve. So that's what we're going to look into. Because what we want to do is do some praxis, move this discussion into real life. So what I'm challenged you, I'm going to challenge you now, here and now, to join my training exercise routine for a 6-week period. And are you willing to take that challenge?
Well, I would be a fool just to say yes. What do you mean by your regiment?
Yes.
Right? Get some details.
Yeah, of course. We can, carve out. We can start with the training part,
Yes.
because there is, of course, many other elements if you want to take care of the body. But number
Yes.
one is doing your exercise.
Yes.
If you have that in order, you have so much more resistance, or it's this way that what damage you, if you stop doing everything that damage you and don't to train at all, you will be better off to have a good training exercise practice and still do the damaging thing. You can still smoke and eat
you
bad,
can
because the
handle
training
it
will,
better.
in a way,
Of course.
the net sum of all this will be positive if you do the training. But of course, if you do the training and also are smart on the other when it comes to nutrition and sleep and everything.
And I think it's kind of goes hand in hand, because then you get the reward system is you get rewarded from from working out, so you don't have to seek it elsewhere.
But that's not true, because when I had a period when I really went for it, cross country skiing and went to all these races. I had like a 5-year rush from I was 50 to 55 or something, maybe 57.
Yeah, I remember.
And of course, I was full of dopamine. But if you add to the dopamine some super good food and a bottle of red wine, you're really in heaven. So I did both.
Yeah. But I see your point. Of course, it doesn't. You spend some willpower here by working out.
No, I also was
tired,
lack of knowledge in a way. I wasn't that aware of the effect of nutrition on your physical performance level.
No,
I was running around. I was like 102 kilos, like 210 pounds ish.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, my battle size when I'm really fit is 95 kilos. So I had like 8 kilos too much. And I didn't care, but I throw in like on we were up to like 800 hours training. And I was competing. So in a way it was super stupid, but I wasn't aware of it.
No.
But still, I had some good results. But without those 8 kilos, well, maybe I would be a real winner.
But then, on the other hand, you did enjoy your life somewhat.
Yeah, it's done.
hard to measure.
Yeah. But it's some experience here. So I think that if we start with the body work, which is easy, I don't know, but that's. That's the starting place or point for.
Well, then we come back to the motivation thing, right? Which is first of all, you have the reason to do this, which we established. It's to work out using your body is a net positive. You gain.
However you cut it, it's net positive.
Yeah, it's very hard to get away to do that wrongly.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do. If it's just having a walk every day.
Yeah. There's
just whatever it is.
Thresholds, but to walk
something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And then you have, which I stopped thinking about it. I learned from some smart people. Stop having goals. Replace goals, because goals are very. No. It's better than that, because goals is a very It's like an end point.
Yeah.
And then when you have goals, you have the problem that when you reach them, you experienced a sense of loss.
And then you have
kind of grieving.
New goals.
Yeah, because you don't have a goal no more.
No.
but then you go like up in this, and then you have to make a new goal, and you become very up and down,
Yeah,
which is an issue.
Okay, I hear you.
So these very intelligent people,
Yes.
which then they said like you had,
Yes.
you have a process,
Yes.
but the process has its issue, which it's not defined. It's never ending. It's like
But that's
whatever.
Sisyphus. It's
Yeah. So what the smart guy said, it's an horizon.
yes. Yeah.
So it's defined,
Yeah.
but it's over there,
It's over there.
like
It's
the
like
horizon. So you
looking
wanna have the horizon.
for the gold at the foot of the rainbow.
Exactly, in a way.
It's a moving target.
But you're not supposed to reach it,
No. It's the quest,
in a way. Yeah, it's the quest. So
and you have to
this is
enjoy
quest.
the journey.
So this is the quest to get in fighting shape.
Yes, and you have to enjoy the journey and manage to turn the hardship into something you like.
Exactly. And when the act of doing it is the reward, then you kind of established. Then you do it. Right?
If you train, you experience some basic things. Number one, it's always a threshold.
Yeah.
So you have to, in a way, make it automatic so you get in position to train, right?
Yeah, the hardest thing is to put on the shoes, kind of thing.
So
right?
that you have to, make automatic so you don't think about it. So it's always, even when you have the knowledge that after the training, you feel like super good.
Yeah.
So you get a short-term reward. And in addition, you get a super high long-term reward.
Yes.
Because many things are structured the way that you have to sacrifice something short-term to gain something long-term. For instance, savings, right? You can't use money today, but if you save, you will be better off in 3 years.
You don't buy that TV on credit.
Yes.
It's probably better off.
So when it comes to training and physical activity, you get both. But still there is a resistance. So number one is to find out how you can use as little willpower as possible to be strategic.
Yes.
To get into position. That's a part of the motivation, but also part
fighting
of
nature here.
Yes. And then the second is to find joy in the exercise itself, right?
Yes.
And that's because there's different ways to do exercise. One is to, bake in a social element, which is very much with, playing team soccer, all this, some sports that are with a team.
Yes.
Or that you can train together with your friends.
Yeah, it's a group activity.
Yes. That's, again, is also vulnerable because if your friend fall out, do you fall out? So you have to, at the end of the day, the training is yours and you own it. And you have to manage to do it, whatever the guys around you are doing. Because it's always a threshold, and then always these excuses are sneaking in. Oh, I don't go today because
the
my
bigger
friend,
group.
yeah.
So
that you
there's
can
always
say.
somebody who shows up.
Yeah, or say that the group is just adding, but it's something positive, but it's not something I base my training on.
I think we can agree on that you have to have your own motivation too.
But it's very inspiring to do it together with others.
Yeah, it's like hard to play a group sport alone.
Yeah, the group
example.
sport,
So
but also your in the type of individual training. I mean, if you run, you don't need anybody together with you.
That's the beauty of those kind of.
But still, you can run with
activities.
somebody and enjoy that.
Sure, it's not.
So that's like number one, to get a routine so you get it done. and also to try to create the training sessions as joyful as possible. We enjoy different things. Somebody like to do weightlifting, but they don't like running, and somebody love running, they don't like. So we have to learn to do, because we have to do have a more broader portfolio of what you do if you really want to take care of your body.
Exactly.
And then that comes down to knowledge and experience. I'm inviting you into my training routine.
Yes.
And the way I manage to get it done is that I do it in the morning.
Well, it's to clarify.
Yes.
What is your morning? It's earlier than most.
Yeah. But morning.
Dawn.
Dawn. Yes. We live on 58 degrees on the latitude above equator.
Yeah.
So it's pretty far north. So we have dark winters and light summers. So in the summer, I am not in the dawn. Then I'm up even after the sunset. But I'm
Sure.
sunrise. But I get up 4:30.
Exactly. That's before dawn for most people.
Yeah, it's a little
It depends. Some people get up earlier, but 4:30 is
it's early.
It's
I feel it.
It's pushing it a little.
People say that I'm extreme.
It's extreme a little bit, because
it would be extreme if I went to bed 12 o'clock.
Yeah, you do.
Because then you have extreme little sleep.
But some people do that as well.
Yeah, but I get my sleep. So I'm usually in bed like 9.
But you know what? I don't think most people who sleep, say, 3-4 hours a night, they can't be working out every day.
No. That's another topic, to sleep. But the point is that
restitution.
I get up early, but I also get to bed early, so I get my sleep. So that's not the extreme. But the extreme part is that you are a little, you have a little, you're not at the same rhythm as most of the other people.
But so why?
So
do you
socially
choose to
wise,
do this? Why? Why don't get up at 6?
No, because I found out that the hours from 9 to 12, 9 o'clock in the evening to 12 o'clock in the evening, the only thing I was doing was, watching a screen, eating, or just bullshit. I was just wasting those hours with semi-resting, semi-bad entertainment. I didn't read so much books, so I was like half dead of the day. And when I pushed those 3 late hours, instead of from 9 to 12, I have them from 6 to 9. I'm more on. Even if, and then what I get instead, I get 3 hours from 4:30 to 7:30.
Well, if you still do the same thing for those 3 hours, nothing changes.
No.
You just do it at a different time.
No, I can put it to the extreme. Instead of the 3 hours of doing nothing or doing only, relaxing type of thing, I get my full body work done, and also other things that's good for me.
Okay.
And then I last the whole day, and then I'm actually on it almost until I go to bed.
Yes.
So in a way,
the motivation is to not waste your day doing things you don't want to do.
I wouldn't put it that
productive
way.
Or
I would say it's more resting on get it done. So if I'm up early,
yes,
I can be at the gym 6 o'clock. I do my yoga and I do my meditation and I do some shit before that. And then that's automatic. It's before you started your brain too much. You're not into everything. So you haven't opened your mailbox. You're not like into your daily, the everybody pulse. So it's before that starts.
I believe you're correct in the doing it. That if you do the activity or the workout in the morning, you have a better day.
That's in addition. Number one reason, I get it done.
First of all, you get it done. It's
which is
easier
the
to
most
just get it done.
important.
Because
I think you can
do
place your training wherever you want and get get the effects.
Sure, it's hard to get it done in the evening, for example.
For me, very hard,
and
very hard, because then you really have to dig into the willpower, and you really it's harder.
Then it has to be more like
I cannot say it's harder for everybody, but for me, it's much harder.
You need higher motivation to get it done.
I think so, and I think that goes for many. And then. There is a lot of theories about eating, not eating, blah, blah, blah. I don't eat. I drink a lot of water and I train, and I can train hard without eating. Because your body is not built that you have to have a full stomach to perform anything. Because if that was the case, we hadn't survived.
No, it's just habits and what do you...
Yes, habits and mental.
Tolerance.
Yeah. And I'm only drinking water. I don't add any sugar or any type of energy infill before I train.
Well, it's hard to... I mean, I have trained before too. And it's if you have a huge meal and then you're going to go for the gym, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Then you have to wait 2-3 hours to...
The only when I had huge meals when I did, this cross-country ski competition that was like 4 or 5 hours work, then you need a carbo load.
Yeah, but you have to
do front.
Enough time before. You don't do that 20 minutes before you go for the race.
No, but you still eat a lot of breakfast, but that's carb load. So it's like to fill your glucose.
You know how I learned this the hard way, which is, I think that it's a standard trick in the military. They kind of use on the new recruits all the time. Yes. And that's they put you through a hard day, something, and then they're like, "Oh, guys, you've been so great. We're gonna reward you. Pizza day.
Yes,
pizza for lunch.
Yeah,
great pizza.
Yeah,
and you haven't had good food for a while, and you're starving.
Yeah, so you enjoy the pizza.
Yeah, so they come in, you sit there, it's nice and warm. They come with a lot of nice pizza, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, great, love pizza." And you fill up, and they know, like, they give you guys 20 minutes, and then the alarm goes, "Running, guys, fuck you." "Oh, you ate too much, huh?"
Yeah.
Your problem.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to teach people that, especially if you are in a situation where you never know when you have to perform. You can't overeat.
No.
Because then you can't move.
Yeah.
So then you throw up and run, and then you learn your lesson.
Yeah.
So
but the other
no
way.
breakfast.
No breakfast.
Just have some light food if you're gonna have something.
I think if I should give advice to people, that's general for everybody. You should start your day with drinking a liter or more with lukewarm water. Just fill you up because you're dehydrated in the morning.
I think
it's not.
That's extreme.
No,
a glass of water.
Not a
You've
glass.
done a lot.
A fucking liter.
Yeah, but at least take a glass, right?
Take a liter. At least a liter.
I hear you on a liter, but you're a big guy, so
But I take 1.5.
But I
take 1.5. I'm giving bonus. I
hear you.
Discounts here.
If you are this high and weigh 40 kilos, a liter is a lot.
Liter.
That's
because
a lot.
There's a theory here. Because if you get too much, you piss it out.
Yeah, then they get.
But if you get too little, you don't feel it. So you have to overfill.
Hydrate in the morning. We can say that. Hydrate.
Fuck you. It's 1 liter.
No,
minimum.
That's a very silly measurement because it depends on your body and where you live and how hot it is.
And that's why I'm saying minimum. Yeah. If everybody takes a liter, not many takes too little, but somebody takes too much. But taking too much is not a problem because you're just gonna piss it out.
But it's your challenge. I'm gonna.
But it's have to be lukewarm because if it's too cold, it's creating disturbance in your body. So,
Well, then you gotta heat the water.
yeah. So
I think that's about the disturbance.
So you come to the gym, and the
Why
only thing.
drink lukewarm? Is it just to bother yourself? I don't think like you don't have to be ice cold, but like a little cold, it's okay.
Room temperature.
What does that optimize for?
It's
I'm
easier to
curious.
drink, and it's better for your body. I cannot back it with the long theories, but
I think we're gonna just say step one when you get up early, like pre-dawn. Pre-dawn wake up. Hydrate.
Yeah, it goes whenever you go
Let's
out.
say that.
It's
Hydrate.
first thing in the morning. Come on, and
No,
let's.
but I was
we
just-
have to,
I
have
was
some
just getting to this.
something that sticks. 1 fucking liter lukewarm
No,
water
my
first
point-
thing in the morning.
My point is that you got to push the threshold of difficulty. But if you make it too hard, you will fail, and then you
I
stop.
know all your.
But you know what? I have for the last
of course, you're right.
half
say,
a
okay,
year or
yeah.
something. I the first thing I do in the morning is to have a glass of water and take my vitamins.
Yeah,
That's the first thing I do.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, so hydrate
in the morning.
Hydrate. 1 liter.
1 liter, 2 liters,
Warm water.
3.
Straight down.
Salt water.
Salt. Yeah, you can have a little salt in it.
Well, but the point is at least get some fluids in you, right? That's hydrate in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then that's what the first thing I do, and then I do, which we can add on later for you. I do my yoga because it's important to keep your flexibility, at least in my age. I think in every age, but for me, and also
stretching.
Yeah, stretching, and also there is some stability work in it. So you work a little with your core muscles and your
But
coordination.
couldn't you do this at the gym?
Yeah, but the gym is because if I do it at the gym, then the workout session there will be like 1.5 hours, and
So-
then I would. Yeah, the reason I don't do it on the gym is that I like to do it first thing in the morning
Okay.
before putting on clothes and.
But it's kind of
dressing
like
up.
a workout, though, in a way.
Yeah, but it's gentle.
Yeah, it's gentle stretching.
Yeah, not yeah. There's some
And yoga.
It's a
I am
yoga.
aware of.
Yeah, but
there's
it's
other
different type of
aspects.
yoga, and I created my own.
Do a quick
program.
routine.
Yeah, it's half an hour.
Yeah.
35 minutes, and of course there is some. I get some. There is some pulse. You don't get high pulse, but I get warm.
No. But so stretching in like yoga.
Yeah, yoga type. So and then it's 1 more little, 2 more little.
2 more liters of water. I'm gonna just piss all day.
No.
3. How are your electrolytes, sir?
Yeah.
So you okay?
Yeah. No, and then I do my meditation,
And then you do
20 minutes.
your
And then I go to training. There is some transport and there is some logistics.
So-
I always, pack my bag in the evening.
So that's important. So that you have your stuff ready to go
yeah,
before
you have to do
get
that.
up.
You have to do that in the evening. If not, you're stupid.
So that's kind of the first step in a way.
Yeah, because that removes all these obstacles for getting it done.
The hardest thing is to get those running shoes on you or whatever,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
The threshold.
Yeah, the threshold.
So
So actually, you
be
have to
pre-packed.
start your next day. You start the day before you go to bed. So you pack your bag, and that's also a commitment.
Yeah, and then you kind of just have to think about it.
No, you pack
Just
your bag.
Any
You go to
commitment.
bed. You get up. You don't need to get up 4:30, but 4:30 is a good starting point.
Well, it
I
is
think
good, but then you
if
Sure.
everybody went up 4:30,
then you had to get up at 12 in the morning. Just
yeah,
gonna compete against the bakers. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is-
The whole point is to be ahead of the rest.
Yeah, but then that's
And
what I'm saying. So
so-
if everybody
yeah,
got up
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
4:30,
So
you had
you
to
don't
be
want
up at
that.
1:30.
No, for me, it's you have to be having another rhythm than the big society, because
So
then you
getting a head
carve
start.
out. Yeah, and you also carve out some quiet times at the beginning of your day.
But then that I can get on board with, because
Yes.
I think that you're on something important there. That is, at certain times of day there is more quiet time than others,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
there's not much happening.
No,
can't
no, and
really-
all the social and all work and all connections and everything, that it's not started yet.
No.
Because the rest of the guys are
You
sleeping.
know, I've done the other way, the extreme,
yeah, you've
which
been.
it was.
You can also do that in the night. Stay
can
up in the night
can
and sleep
do
in
it
the day.
reverse.
Yeah, you've done that a lot.
And done that, and the upside is you get a lot of quiet time.
Yeah, but it
There's a
depends
lot of
on.
downsides.
Yeah, yeah.
Socially,
Yeah.
and
For me, I'm in the
work-wise.
borderline when it comes to social, because a lot of social activity is, after
borderline.
work in the
So, but it's
Borderline.
like if you gotten up at, you woke up at 2:30 instead, you probably wouldn't be able to do any of those.
No, that I'm doing, but everybody knows me, and
can.
I'm in a position that I have, some, what shall you say, power, in the sense that I can choose what I want to do, and people respect it. And I say no, and I'm a social guy, and hang out with people, and I do all these things, and of course, many times it goes later than 9.
You
but-
can be flexible here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the routine is doesn't mean every day the same. It means most days.
most days,
Yes.
like every
think
day.
Yeah,
no.
but I think it's that's the art of living. You
Yeah.
can't be totally.
No. But
Conform.
I'm very aware of my rhythm, and I don't deviate too much away from it, even in the weekends. In the weekends, maybe I'm, sleeping, getting up an hour later, or 1.5 hour later, stay late, but not more than that. So it's not like you really change your rhythm, which I don't. Of course, you do when you're younger, but it's not the smart thing to do.
No, it takes more effort to get
Yes.
back.
And then I show up at the training 10 minutes to 6. And I'm ready to do my exercise 6 o'clock. So that's what I'm inviting you to be there at 6 o'clock, ready
Sure.
to do your exercise. And the training we do in the morning, I do it every day. 5 days, the work days, and in the weekends I do also training, but not at the studio.
Do something else.
Yeah, I do. Saturdays is like my running day, or that I do cardio, like to build a base. So it's like you 1 to 1.5 hour consistent cardio on a zone 2 type of training. But in the 5 days, I think I've built up a pretty good program. So I'm inviting you to that. We can go through that more in detail. We don't do that today. But then I think if we start on Monday, and then
Well, the thing is that
you need more prep time.
no. It's just 6 o'clock. I can't do all these other things because I have to get there.
Yeah, but you
then
don't
or
do
else
that.
I
You
have to
don't
get up at
start.
3 o'clock in the morning. It's a
I
little
think
extreme.
if you start only with the training, not this
No.
drink
I'm
in the
just
morning.
saying-
You do, because that you have to do anyway, and you do it already. So you just
Yeah,
have
I
to
established that habit, so I don't think about it.
No, but you
That's-
just have to add
drink more.
Yeah,
Lukewarm,
Lukewarm.
not cold. Don't enjoy the water, son. It should taste like shit.
No, but lukewarm
Put it out
water
on
is
the
good.
counter
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
So it tastes shitty.
It is no. Yeah, you should put it. Actually, you should tap it.
Yeah, there you go. No fresh water.
No,
Old,
not right.
stale.
Not right from the tap. You should tap it in a jar
Why?
and have it. You can have a lock on it so the mosquitoes don't fall in your.
Why? Why?
Because the water is something. That's another episode to go into
that's
the
more
magic of water.
esoteric,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we're into that.
I don't think. Well, we'll have that one day. I could.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some proof.
Yeah, there
Proof
is
of
no
concept.
fucking proof. It's like
It's more like
yeah,
homeopathy, right?
yeah, it's the homeopathic
The
path.
memory of the water.
Yeah,
kinda.
yeah, homeopathic
It's
path.
a very.
Yeah, but don't laugh
very
at that. It's
esoteric.
a lot of things we don't understand.
No, you
So-
sent me to a homeopath once.
Yeah,
He
but
was
he
a
was
very nice guy.
yeah. He smoked like 200 cigarettes a day.
Yeah, but he canceled it out with some great homeopathic medicine.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he was good.
Anti
He died
lung
young.
inflammation. Yeah, no shit.
I was a friend of him, but it was some injury. I don't know. He was a weirdo. But he was great fun.
Well, that you know what?
He was a famous
It's a
homeopath.
little segue, but the point of so-called alternative medicine, which is a strange word, anyways.
Because
What
I
does
think
that
all
even mean?
medicine is alternative.
Oh, well, you could say that, but then it's why? Then it's just
It's
then
alternative
it's just
to
medicine.
training. It's an alternative to training.
That's silly, but then it's just medicine.
Yes.
But the point was that it's like, well, a segue. We can stop that segue, but you can actually train in your head somewhat. So if you close your eyes,
Yes.
and which all the top athletes do for what they do as a trick,
Yeah.
is to do the activity, the motion
Yeah,
in their mind.
Yeah, visualization.
And actually, you can activate those muscles
Yes. Yeah.
just by thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can actually do some mind training,
Yep.
and you will have a physical result.
Yeah, but don't go there now. We're gonna stay to the routine. There's no
Let's
escape.
come to
here.
the meditation thing.
Yeah. But you cannot say that I don't come to the gym today because I did the exercise sitting in a chair and a rehearsal, and that gives me the.
No, I'm not saying it as an excuse at all.
No.
But I think they call it like visualization. right?
Yeah. I
So
know.
you're gonna do
Yeah,
a difficult
I do that a lot.
new routine.
I do that a lot.
Like project it
Yeah.
first in your mind.
But the point is that we start Monday 6 o'clock, and then there is, and I shall be. I prep the guys down on the gym. We are like a 5-6 of us. That's regular. Skøyen 6 o'clock sauna club. And we will document it easily, and we will put a lot of love into it so you don't get injured, and it's like a slow start. But I think that we do it like every day, and we try to use all the knowledge we have and all to be wise, so you not get injured, and it's not overdoing it. But like the first week
This is every day. It's kind of
every
it's
day.
a lot.
Yeah, but first week we just introduce you, and don't kill you. But then it's also some sort of a status. I mean, how many reps can you do of this or something? We don't do too much of that. So it's like first week it's just to get started.
Yeah, because if you get injured,
Then you're off.
back to waiting.
Yeah, but you can. I've learned it depends on the injury, but it's
Sure, if you
always
injured your
train
leg,
around.
you can still work your arms.
Yeah, you can always train around.
But it also is a blow to motivation.
Yeah,
If you get hurt.
we don't want to get injured, so
No,
we try
injured
to.
is-
And
injury
a
is
lot of the
bad.
training for me in my age is to be able to have accidents without getting too much damage on your body. That you can fall and take, protect yourself and.
Because this is a very because this winter and spring I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And you get injured.
I get injured
Yes.
because my base wasn't there enough.
Yeah. And you still have the membership, so that you can add on later.
And my instincts and the competition sense kicks in.
And then you get injured.
So I won the fight, but I went
to ask for it. That's to ask for it.
Broken.
Yes. So we can get back to you because jiu-jitsu I have done. I tried it twice, but that's a real challenge for me. So then you can challenge me.
But that's my horizon. I want to get better at that because I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's very enjoyable. So it's nowhere not too late. So maybe that's the challenge for me. So then we have an agreement, and then we take that into the podcast. I think we will do like our weekly or maybe twice a week. We will see, and then we can have that as a basic, not fill the whole pod with it, but report.
It's going to be the first challenge, and it's the basic. You gotta get fit in the body to improve the mind.
So you have to enjoy today and tomorrow because it's Saturday, so it's your last resting day, and then it's a new regime. So 6 weeks, that's your commitment, and then we see if it sticks.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yes. Looking forward, my son.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and all the guys in the gym, they know you, and they really look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we're going to go east the first week.
Yeah.
It's a big lie.
But we have a reward after the 1 hour because we do 1 hour
training.
training.
From 6 to 7.
Yeah, and then we have the sauna.
And then the sauna.
And we can sit and talk shit in the sauna, which is nice. But it's also a competition in the sauna because the sauna is fucking hot and you have to stay there minimum 15 minutes.
50, yeah. I'm good with saunas. That's a tolerance.
Yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
We don't do anything.
And after the sauna, it's 3 minutes cold shower.
Yeah, you cool down.
Yeah. Now in the summer the water hasn't been that cold, but now it's picking up.
Or in the shower, in the water?
In the shower, because it's a function of the general temperature around.
Yeah, it's hard.
So in the winter
you drink lukewarm, but you shower in the cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's the way. Okay.
Well, there's some tricks and tips.
Tricks and tips. Yeah. So we will report back to you.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.